Hey, Jim. Jim, this wasn't an April Fool's joke, was it? Because it says April 1st. All right, so I don't want to show up and no one's there.
It's a normal date for the,
All right, I appreciate
for
it.
the
So Gabe was the guy where he says, hey, Dr. Zaino, I want to do this IAmHeroProject. I want to do everything just like you.
IAmHeroProject.
Yeah, I want to do all these things like you. And then I said, he goes, can I use your material?
There we go.
There he goes. What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
Good. Let's get things rocking and rolling.
I'll tell you something real quick, because this is also like this guilt feeling that I had. I had a lecture to 120 people, and I'll never forget it. 'Cause I was listening to your story. So I was at home and I just started writing up this Zaino story. So my PowerPoint was literally pictures of you, and I was just telling your journey to chiropractic. And out of 120 people, 80 people signed up for an appointment.
Yeah.
Paid to send up for an appointment. I'm like, holy shit. I just told somebody else a story. I went home, I'm like, my wife's like, how's the talk? I'm like, best talk ever. And I went upstairs, I'm like, sitting in bed, I'm like, something that just does not feel right about what just happened,
Yeah.
I scratched that talk, and I started turning it into my own, but, like, between my colleagues and I, like, we always think, well, how do you develop your story? And I try to tell them we don't have to have, like, a pitfall in life to have a story, man. Like, the way that you think is so different than anybody else thinks. So if you just talk about what you believe in, like, you're going to blow minds just by that, and then you learn how to articulate it and say it the correct way and make it powerful. It was just funny, because when I wanted to show you, like, this, the Zaino pictures I have there. It's like, that's true honesty, man. Like, that's embarrassing, but that's what I did. I took your story and I used it, and truth be told, it was the most successful story as far as signing patients up, but it felt so dirty inside.
But I would rather you say, dude, I tried my story and I got 2 out of 120, but it was freaking my story. You know what I mean? Like, and you would have went home saying, feeling good about it and going, well, I just got to work on it some more, but you didn't feel that counterfeit. And so when I realized, listen, they need me, and no one could call me on my story. Be like, no one could do your story better than you. Because were they going to say, no, that's not your story? It's like, so I realized, hey, I'm the only one best at my story. So just talk about what you're 100% congruent in. And don't say something you wouldn't. And don't do things you wouldn't do just to make good content. Here it's like 45, 46 days later, I've been able to figure out something for 46 days. And here's the thing, by day 12, I ran out of content. And I'm like, and every day was like, what the hell am I going to talk about? And and then the emails, then the universe sends it to you. You meet someone, you have a conversation. So I realized that I just gotta, whatever topic's on my heart today, good or bad, happy or sad, I gotta then share that. Because that's congruent with my life. That's what you're going through today. Versus, hey Gabe, can you talk about the type of creatine you use, right before you train? It's like, something major might be happening in your life. And I would talk about that because then it's divinely inspired, and then you're able to connect in a way that no one else could connect to. But when it's congruent, I always used to say, what people don't see, they know. So if I know you're bullshitting me, you might say the right words, but if I know my insides know something's off. All right, cool, my man. I gotta get off.
All right, man.
All right, man. God bless you. I'm proud of you, dude.
All right, brother.
God bless. Bye-bye.
I'll see you, man. See ya.
So we could definitely say that upper avatar is right.
Yes.
It is. Isn't that crazy? That it's such a secret that no one wants to talk about. You hearing this? Like, man, things are good, but deep down the dirty secret is things are good, but man, I'm depressed. I'm not happy. I feel counterfeit. There's something wrong. I'm copying. Because he's like, that was a perfect example. I copied and used the words and get great results. So copying and living out someone's story gets results. But then it's the point where the results are what? Patience, income. But then after a while, it's like, but something feels, he used the term dirty. It was just conflict. So how do we put that into words? Because that's the copy. It's like, do you feel that you've been living a secret identity? Do you feel that you are a counterfeit version of somebody else? And you look in the mirror and you don't know who you are anymore. For me, I feel So if I have this business hand, which is always trying to close and ask for the dollar, which I believe in exchanging value, but if I'm going into something, reverse engineering it, saying, okay, listen, I'm doing this talk, and in my talk, I'm going to be putting things to come down with the close for the money. Like, so if that's in my mind, it puts me in a different, it doesn't put me in my lane to truly serve, and I'm my best when I'm transparent. So if I'm thinking of CEO or closing or this and that, like I don't close people on the finances, I close them on the vision and on the importance, and I close them on the value. And then it's really beneficial because when you help me in that area, then you just allow me, it still feels like student clinic for me. You know, when I was in student clinic, for those of you, who are doctors, when we were in student clinic and in outpatient clinic, we didn't get a paycheck. We just were there to help as many people as possible, and we had to hit a number, but it wasn't financial. So like when it started in chiropractic, Whitney took the finances, and I felt like I was in student clinic. So it was just, there was no ulterior motives but to serve. If I was focused on like trying to make the buck, I wouldn't be as, I would be at 97%, and that's when I'm average or normal. And I really think I really function at my best in what someone would call life-changing, transformational at that 99 to 100%. So you allow me to do that. So, and then you do good in your part. So,
and you allow me to do what I enjoy. So that's good. So it works together.
Of course, I don't want to. Of course, I wish I could set this talk back, but I know it's like, let's do it. Let's get it done. And my fear is really, you're right. My fear with this talk is not the material or if it's good or not. I know it's great, but it's like, I didn't ask for your opinion. So right, it's not the matter of my content if I think it's good or bad, but for them critiquing me on it. And yes, I'm going to hear stuff I don't want to hear, and yes, it'll be useful stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm going to always get better at what I do. But how do you know my style is going to relate with other people? So I think that's this whole thing that's getting me a little frustrated. I wouldn't say fearful, is because yes, I would say I'm afraid of hearing things I don't want to hear from someone's opinion that I really rather would not even give a shit about because they went to Yale. Like, wow, that doesn't impress me at all. You went to Yale, that's awesome. But I guarantee you didn't have a really kick-ass speaker teacher in there either. Like Roberto's the best because Roberto, what I like about Roberto, he teaches you how to influence, it's not speaking. You got it? So that's why Roberto, the way he does, it's like we got to add this component to influence people more, but it keeps me, right? He still keeps me, Chris. Now, I think the Yale people are like, well, that's good, Mac, but I need your tone here to be like, that's not Mac, right? That's what they do. So that's the difference. Education teaches you on how to be, and Roberto helps you be you, but better. Like, that's what education is. This is how you need to think. When you speak, you need to be the most well-dressed person in the audience, right? To see, like, listen to that stuff. And we see speakers all the time, like, they just, they're like, I need to be me, that's what I gotta be. I told Winnie, I'm like, I'll never wear a tie, and I won't wear those suits ever again. Get rid of them, I'll never wear them. Because it's a clown suit. It's like, why would I ever wear this? There's no reason for me to wear this, so. But people judge you, great, I know. If you say my name is Chris Zaino, because the upward inflection, the downward inflection, versus my name is Chris Zaino. It's like, right? That's what they talk about the minutia to make them feel, oh man, that's what I was missing. But you get someone out there. What I love is the speaker who tries to speak his message. They learn from the educated people on how to do a speech, and then one day they just get so pissed and frustrated. They say, screw it, and they let it all go, and they just open up their heart and rip it, and then that's the best talk of their life, and they'll never go back.